What up, guys? So I don't know about you, but I grew up in the 90s, and well, take my mouthpiece out, by the way. Shout out to TrueFit. But I grew up in the 90s, and I had this recent thought about what happens to all these old abandoned malls, because me and my wife were getting shoes for our son, and the experience was atrocious. And I was like, these malls aren't going to be here for very much longer, especially if that stuff keeps up. Anyway, I was wondering what happens to all these malls. Well, apparently they become jiu-jitsu gyms. Let me show you guys my buddy Jason Matherly's gym. It's one of the nicer gyms that I've been to. It used to be, I guess, like an old clothing store, and they just converted it to a bunch of places to roll, so check it out. As many of you guys have seen on my YouTube channel, we got that right there. There's Chad, and he just got done being healthy. He had like a crazy, I'll get him to talk about it. He had a crazy situation with like his rib was cutting off the circulation, and he like couldn't train for like years. So he's back to training, still tough as ever. I could barely deal with him. That's what happens when you create a monster. And he brought some of his guys. Real tough young guy over there named Asher. So a bunch of people. So if you guys are ever out in the area here, this is Goodlettsville, just north of Nashville. Check it out here at the Academy. Fun fact, this is the guy who gave me my Chewjitsu, or my Chewy nickname. He called me, he was getting ready for a fight, and instead of calling me a dumbass for being a spaz, he said Big Dumb Wookie. And then this is Chad. This is my little, he's not actually my little brother, but someone said that we look a lot alike.
I do have the beard coming out.
It's better than it used to be. You got the bottom now.
Yeah.
You used to not be able to grow it. It was like peach fuzz. Look at you.
Not connecting all the way, but we're
growing into man. Still no chest hair.
I shaved my chest hair.
Do you?
I actually do have
all three of them. A little bit?
All three, yeah.
What about back hair?
Now,
got back hair yet? Okay. Well. What up, guys? So I'm down here in Tennessee with my old black belt young student who became older, and now he's a monster, Chad. But I was talking to one of my students recently who was doing triangles, and Chad used to do this really cool triangle adjustment on me and used to like smoke me with it all the time. And so I figured I would share it with you guys. And it's basically using a reverse triangle lock to fight against the defense. So Chad, you take it away.
Yeah. So as I start throwing out my triangle, a common thing that would happen is I'd start tucking either that arm in or just controlling my hip. So what I would start doing is getting myself into a crunch and hugging my knee. Now when I get to this position, I'm using my elbow to really tuck his head in, that way he can't posture up as soon as I go to switch, and then I'm gonna start locking it up. Now when we go, I'm gonna do a ratchet, which means I'm just gonna go up and down with this leg to really tighten it up. Now you can finish the triangle on the wrong side as long as this arm is tucked, because you can see it's pushing his shoulder into his neck. So I can't get that finished. And the way that I'm gonna do it, rather than just sitting here and controlling the head, is I like to squeeze my knees together and then pinch. And you can see, it really sucks. So especially Chewy's got wide shoulders, makes it even easier to finish. Now, sometimes you got people like me where your shoulders are a little bit slimmer, so you're trying to squeeze, you're not finishing it. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna move on to attack on this elbow. So I'm gonna lift my hips, that way it puts a lot of pressure and starts pulling on that shoulder, and now I can use this to switch over and attack the arm, or if Chewy decides to posture, I'm gonna start switching my legs as soon as I feel like he goes to posture up. That detail right there is super important, because if I miss it, he's out. So when I go to switch my legs, I'm gonna control my leg, pull them in tight, and then just shave. And now we can hug our knee, hug the arm, and get your triangle finish a lot easier.
And so what I like about this, because again, he used to use this on me all the time, is that like when someone throws a regular triangle up, right? If I get my hand out here, like, which is what normally you'll do, this keeps the space open for me to have blood flow, right? Because again, what does he want to do? He wants to get my arm over here for the triangle finish, so I'm getting here or here sometimes to keep it open so he doesn't get me, make me go night-night, which then opens up the reverse triangle. Now, the reverse triangle, the part that I like about this is because this is completely different. So like, for instance, if you think about almost all of your triangle counters and defenses, they sort of are predicated on the fact that the lock side would be over there instead of here. So like if I was to try to do a lot of the defenses and everything else, they don't work here. It's a great holding position. Even if you can't finish from here, it's a great holding position. And then you have all these attacks that make me want to do this, which then goes right back to it. It's a beautiful sequence. Back in the day, him and a guy, one of the black belts, Rich, like those two guys would go to tournaments and I mean just friggin' hammer that through, and they would submit guys left and right. And so it's a great sequence. So if you like triangles, and you get people there, but sometimes maybe they're posturing up or defending, use that reverse triangle sequence there, that reverse triangle lock to like hold it, attack other things, so that they give you what you want, and then you go right back to the triangle. It's a great adjustment. By the way, shameless plug, if you guys, again, I think I mentioned at the beginning, if you're in the Murfreesboro, south of Nashville area, check out Chad's gym. Chad, where can they find you?
It is in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's right by the downtown square. So it's really easy to find, right off the highway. Come check us out. And you get a week for free.
That's right. And guys, again, you'll be in good hands. You'll be in like really good hands technically, great environment. Him and his wife do a great job with it. So, and Matt too, his partner. So they all do a great job down there. Check them out. And buddy, it was good seeing you. Thanks for the rolls today.
Hey, buddy.
What's fun? Tell me what's fun. Pick me up. Oh, that kind of thing. You get a picture in my package. Right now, they're thinking he's not as wide as I thought he was going to be. He's very dense. Chad was over here. I was over here getting like the size of. Just freaked him out when I was. So this is my buddy Jason Matherly. This is his gym. This is the owner of Academy. So Jason, did you ever think 20 years ago, back when we were training in where did you start training originally? Like when you first started training, like what was it in? Was it an actual gym, or was it like one of those things where they stuffed you in the back of like a racquetball court or something?
Dude, that's so funny you said that. I've actually trained for a while in a racquetball court. The first gym though was actually in a kind of a strip mall, a little hole in the wall strip mall.
Was it actually a jiu-jitsu gym?
It was it was more of a it's an Aikido Jiu-Jitsu gym and karate.
Oh, okay.
What it was. They were just doing Jiu-Jitsu in the back of it. It wasn't like a Jiu-Jitsu gym. So
yeah. No. Now you got this nice ass gym that used to be in like, what was this, an American Eagle?
American Eagle.
That's nice. Like you guys look around this is like this. It's a nice and you've turned it into a nice clothing store.
Have you seen the front?
I did. I looked at it. It was actually really nice.
Yeah.
But again, it's a beautiful place. For anybody, shameless plug because I'm just recording stuff. Anybody that's in this area, like what area are we in, and then where can they find you?
So we're actually, it's considered Rivergate Mall. So it's in Goodlettsville, Tennessee, which is a little bit north of Nashville.
North.
So it's a little north of Nashville, like 10 minutes from downtown.
Okay.
But yeah, right there at the mall.
Okay, so check it out. And this is Jason, great gym. That's that. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for having me out.
Thank you.